I'm going to let you all tune in. I didn't have my kitty talk live yesterday, but something has been nagging in my shoulders today, telling me that I need to go live. I don't really know what it is, but when the spirit moves me, I'm just going to do it. Believe me, I have so much to do. I feel like I'm doing a lot and not doing a damn thing at the same time. And excuse my language, but it's not going to change. It's just my language. So I'm going to let people tune in. Hey, Adrian. No Kitty Talk live yesterday, so you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to sit here and Kitty Talk live in my office. Y'all, everybody knows I'm on my 105-day healthy life challenge. And I don't want to say challenge, I say changes. It's one of the things that I had to do that have been nagging on my soul since last year. Said, you need to cut back on your alcohol consumption and really concentrate on your eating habits and doing better. Even though I have been working out, I started back working out July of 2015. Hey, Stephanie. July 2015. Oh, Jesus. July of last year, 2018, I started back working out. And the weight started coming off. But I knew I had a couple of other things that I really needed to do that had been nagging on my shoulder. And the main thing was cut back on alcohol. I will always say, okay, I'm not going to drink Monday through Friday. I'm not going to do this. And I never make it. I always make these little tiny goals when God was really telling me what to do. He said, hey, you need to go through a little fast and just not drink at all. You never know. He knows what the end is. I just don't. So I never know what the end really was. But y'all, I'm going to tell you. July 15, 2019. Hey, Mike. Hey, Daryl. Stephanie. July 15, 2019, I said, bump it. This it. God been telling me to slow down on all this drinking for some reason. I thought it was just for my health and not to be waking up with a hangover and just whatever. I don't know. But I promise you all, so many things have happened in my life between July 15th and today that I have no explanation for. Awesome things. And not even just my life. I thought that me doing this was totally for me. But I'm watching my family and my friends around me, and I'm seeing them going through so many great breakthroughs. You know, a lot of times you think when God drops something on you that it's just for you. And that's just the selfish in us talking. I want y'all to see my kitty talk in the background, even though it's backwards. That's just the selfish in me talking. I didn't realize that was the selfish in me talking. But I thought I thought him saying, hey, kitty, chill out on drinking. And when you chill out on drinking, a lot of other stuff gonna happen. I was just chilling out on drinking just because I was like, hey, all them extra calories and spending extra dollars. So I thought it was just for me. But come to find out, it wasn't just for me. It was for me to radiate on the people around me. And I'm gonna tell y'all, my brother, both my sisters, my daughters, all the breakthroughs that have been going through for other people. My friends, okay, I met Marquita. On Facebook is Lovely K. Daniels. We never met in person until Tuesday. But we talked on Facebook. And when I did the kitty's payroll solution, she said, I just want to sit and talk to you. Me and this girl talked in my office, which I have a picture on Facebook. Right in front of this. She took a picture. We talked in the office for about an hour. And it was one of the most powerful, heart-touching conversations I have had in so long. With someone I don't even know. I met her on Facebook. And her and I met and we clicked like this. This girl started telling me about her vision and what she's actually doing. She's a nurse. And she's taking her nursing to this other level. I'm not going to reveal her stuff. I'm going to let her do that. I'm not going to even tell about her victories that she's doing. But she's taking her nursing to another level. she's taking it towards entrepreneurship. And like she was saying, she's a nurse, and she was like, I was getting wore out. I was tired of going in there, and it was like God telling me I need to do something else. Take this degree and do something else. And when she started telling me about her path to doing something else with her nursing degree, this girl let out a shout so good. She ran out of the door. This door right here. She ran out the door shouting. She was like, Kitty, that's the first time I ever actually said it out loud, and how great it felt. I could not believe it. I was almost in tears sitting in this same chair, just watching her and talking to her and looking at how she felt about her new journey. I told her, I said, girl, we should be Facebook Live. She said, no, not right now. She said, I'm not going to reveal it yet to everybody, but I just can't. I want you to know what I'm doing. And when she told me, her mouth was like, and she was like, I was wore out with my nursing. Tired of going in there, doing the same thing. And I said, yeah. She was like, yeah, you know how a lot of people say, oh, you a nurse, you make good money. People think because you make good money, you should be content at where you are. I made good money at the bank. People told me, oh, you make good money at the bank and you have good benefits. Why would you want to leave that for the uncertainty of this entrepreneurship, being on this black business type thing? But I tell you, when you step out and you decide this is what I'm going to do, and you follow what God told you to do, that money, at first it ain't going to come in like that. And even now, it comes in really good, but it goes right back out because I put everything back into my business. But that money you was making sitting at those people's desks, it'll end up being chump change. And you don't even... Most people don't even think about that. They take that security. So if somebody can afford to pay you 60, 70, 80, 100,000, if they can afford to pay you that much, imagine how much they making. Imagine how much you could make with that same skill that they paying you for. So if they paying you 80 grand, that means you actually know 2 or 3 times more worth when it comes to dollars than 80 grand. Because you know people going to pay you as little as they can for your skills. So if they paying you $80,000 for your skill, imagine if you took that skill and decided to do your own thing with it, how much money you will make. Because they obviously have to know your skill set to know how much to pay you and to know what position you play within their unit. So if they can pay you 20,000, 30, 40, 50, 80, 100, whatever. Imagine if you took that same skill set and did it for your damn self. How much money you can make. Because we'll put a price tag on ourselves. A slavery price tag. We'll say, okay, I get paid this and now I'm safe. Not realizing if he can pay me this, what am I really worth? But to get to the money that I'm really worth, I got to go out on a limb. And I got to learn how to market myself, how to learn to make what I know into something that other people will buy and will pay for. And that's the scary part. And that's the part that 90% of the people will never do. They will never get past that point of that security, because if you with that security, that means you got to learn how to market yourself and how to make your skill set into something that someone will pay you for. You already made your skill set into something that they're going to pay you for at your job. You got the resume, you went out and got the experience. Now they're going to pay you for that as a job. So take that to the next level. It ain't got to, and a lot of people think it's full time. You ain't got to do your own thing full time. You can do it part time. Just stop making what they feed you the only thing you have to eat. I wish somebody would have told me that when I was like 21. Kitty, stop making what they feed you the only thing you have to eat. Because at any time when they get tired of your black ass, they can cut off the stream of water and you have nothing to eat. No matter how much you're making. You can say, oh, well, they let me go. I got 6, 7 figures in my retirement account. But if you take it out before retirement because you need it, you're going to be taxed the hell on it. Or you can make 6, 7 figures on yourself on every year and not have to wait till retirement to finally see a 6-figure check. Just imagine that. I just know somebody who said this, and it was a person I know working at Publix. And they say, oh, when I retire, I got 6 figures in my 401k, blah, blah, blah. And I said, well, I guess if you're going to wait till you 60-something to see 6 figures, when some people see 6 figures every year. Think about it like that. Then that makes you get up on your grind. Yeah, you got 6 figures waiting on you when you retire. But by the time your ass gets 60, 20 years from now, them 6 figures gonna be worth 5 figures. So you would have been waiting till you're 60 to get 6 figures that's really worth 5 figures when you get that age. Or you can get on your shit and make 6 figures every single year now. 7 figures if you want to go up into the millions. That's where I want to go. Why put the limits on God? That's just how I think. I'm there now. God, I thought I was there a long time ago. But now I'm there. Why put limits on God? Why I need to put limits on my income? Put limits on what I can leave for my granddaughters and my daughters and my family. Why put limits on that? If my dad is like what they say, if my dad is God and God has everything, why limit what I ask him for? And that's just real talk. Most people like, oh God, if you get me through this, and asking for little stuff instead of big stuff. But that's just me, y'all. And I'm telling you, with this, I'm on day 59. So tomorrow I'll be 60 days, 2 months into this journey. And I don't even crave it like I used to. And maybe one of the reasons I don't crave it is because it's been so many benefits in my life and the people lives around me from me having this clarity that I don't really want to go back. I can't imagine this rug that I'm on being snatched from under me. And I just don't want to go back. I'm loving what's going on. Like, I'm loving Tiara. If you look at my page today, she owns her own cleaning service too. CNT cleaning service. She got with my CPA and now he's her CPA. That's helping taking her business to the next level. So even with that, I try not to be, I don't want nobody being selfish with me when it comes to business. I don't want to be selfish with nobody else. A lot of people will not share their business secrets. They will not share their business contacts or nothing with you. They make you just go out there and get it. That's still that black people crabs in a barrel type mess that we'll do. Like it's a world of shortage and you don't want to share it because you're scared they're going to take what's yours. When, you know, we eat, what is it? God had abundantly, exceedingly every single thing. So it's enough out there for everybody to eat and have leftovers. But she owns her own cleaning service. Go to my page today. She tagged me. Now her CPA, my CPA is her CPA. A good CPA will help your business grow. That's something that we really need to focus on. Sometimes we don't want to spend the money. We don't want to spend it where we need it to, but we'll spend it where we want to. You know, we'll be a small business, but we won't have a business bank account. We won't have an accountant. We won't have any type of software set up for our invoices. We'll just be taking cash deposits and just throwing them into a bank account and pulling out money for personal and business all wrapped up into one. Y'all, my daughter done called me on Google Duo and messed up my live. I know I should have put on Do Not Disturb. I forgot. But anyway. So y'all, those are just real thoughts that we have to do. And sometimes, like, there you go now, Monique. Back to when I said, you know, blessings and breakthroughs. One of the ladies that works out with me, Nikki truly helps me out all the time, y'all. Let me put this on vibrate. Nikki said, Kitty, you'll get another clarity that you never had before. By not drinking and just eating healthy and exercising, it'll clear your mind up and you'll start experiencing thoughts and all this that you never really had. And I said to myself, dang, you're right. Because, I have a lot of thoughts. I had to have thoughts and wisdom to start this business and all of this other stuff. So if I did that in a fog, imagine what I can accomplish in clarity. I'm putting all this on me. These are just what I was thinking. I was like, okay, if I can do all of this in a little fog sometimes, imagine if I get clarity and I allow God to just speak to me. And I hear him. Because he'll be talking to you, but when you're foggy, you don't get it all. And I just let him just speak to me and just see what he has to say. And y'all, I promise you, it has been awesome. I'm not going to reveal, say what, but I'm just telling you, it ain't just one thing. When I tell you, I can see the difference in things in my family. I can see the difference in things in my friends. I've had blessings drop on me that I had no idea that they were even around. Hey, lady, I was talking about you. Y'all see, that's lovely Kay Daniels. That's the one I was talking about. When I was telling y'all about me and her sitting right here in front of this sign. And that girl, when you shouted and you ran out the office, baby, I was almost in tears. I really was. But often we have to look into ourselves and say, okay, if God's speaking to me, I need to listen, because it might not just be for me. It might, there go my other baby, Dominique in Vermont. Y'all, that's my baby right there. It might not just be for me. Like when I started this business, I thought this business was just so that I could get out of Bank of America. I had no idea that this business was going to have my brother start his own business. Was going to have my sister come work for me, so she ain't working for nobody else. My other sister worked part-time for me. All of us, and she has her own company. She's not part-time, I'm calling her subcontracts. My sister Tracy does like all this graphic work. Tracy made this up. This is all Tracy. Kitty Talk. She made up the logo. She made up where it says, I'm going to turn it around. Let me turn it around. Turn it. Tracy did this, y'all. This is my sister. I didn't go to a graphic designer. My sister is just that good. She made this up. Kitty Talk, Freedom, Entrepreneurship, Legacy. This is made up by my sister Tracy. She the one, and when I had another entrepreneur who actually made the backdrop, and my sister said, hey, tell her to do this design. Put the name in the middle, up at the top, and then do a step and repeat at the bottom. And when Lip Boss sent it over to me, it was beautiful. But this design comes from my sister Tracy. That's entrepreneurship. So I left the bank thinking that, okay, this dream was just for me. Come to find out, my brother, he had been doing maintenance for over 20 years, sick of doing maintenance for other people. I left in March of 2016. I left my job, started. My brother, last day at his job was in late December of 2017. He's been full-time doing Kitty's Custom Cuts. That's my brother. He's been full-time since then. My sister Dion is my team lead. My sister Tracy does all our logos, all our flyers, all that stuff Tracy does. I thought this was just for me. But come to find out, it's for that. And like my daughter, Monique, who's on here. Monique has her own podcast, her own YouTube channel. She's doing her thing. Dominique, my other daughter, who was on here, I think she's off now. She's a medical assistant and decided in between me leaving that she was going to travel with her job. So now she took a traveling position. But I'm just seeing the breakthrough, all the changes in my family, in my immediate family, since I decided what I was going to do. And it was a blessing that I just thought was just for me. But it's actually for me to be a vessel for other people and their blessings. You don't think that stuff overflows. Lovely says black magic. It is. When you do what God told you to do, those blessings overflow so much. And I have so much other stuff going on, y'all, that I'm just like, awesomeness coming through the door. So right now, I just decided, hey, let me get on Facebook Live for a minute and just go live and just give this testimony. I don't know why, but I didn't have a Kitty Talk Live yesterday because he got sick. So I'm going to reschedule him. It was Louis Malone. He's the owner of Cloud9 Barbecue. And it is right off Pearl and 23rd. He's open I think just, it's either Thursday through Saturday or Friday and Saturday. But I know Friday and Saturday for sure. I went there last week. I have a video. He had a live band out there last Saturday. It was really nice. So, remember also, please go to my YouTube page, Kitty's Custom Cleaning. Go to my Instagram, Kitty's Custom Cleaning. Follow me on Instagram. Subscribe to my YouTube page. I want more YouTube followers, because once I get 1,000, I can go live on YouTube. So like while I'm live on Facebook, I can go live on YouTube at the same time. Right now, I have to take my Facebook Live, save them to my phone, then upload them on YouTube. But I'm trying to reach the world. Why not? The platform is out there. They gave me Facebook and Instagram and YouTube. So I might as well use the free advertisement. That's all on me. That's another thing. If you have a business, if you're selling something on the side, if you believe in your stuff, other people will too. If you don't advertise your stuff, don't tell nobody, don't do nothing about it, why would anybody else? And the thing is, all of this is free. YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook, Twitter, all that other stuff. Social media is free. So why not get on social media and advertise or talk about what you have? Exactly. Make it a plan. Talk about what you have. Just get on social media. It's free. Most people, what I find out, are just scared. You got people 35, 40 years old still scared. Once you get a certain age and you tell me, okay, I'm scared, I'm done with that. I'm done with you. Because my thoughts are, even though you're scared, you still do it. And it's not like, okay, riding a roller coaster scared or bungee jumping scared. You don't have to do that to survive. But if you want to be your best you and God dropped something on you and told you to do it, and you say you scared and you let fear hold you back from doing what you're supposed to do and doing what's best for you and your family and your future generations, I don't even want to talk to you no more. That's just where I'm at. If you say I'm scared but you don't act on it anyway, you might well say, I don't care about my future. I'm going to let my fear hold me back and fuck the future. I didn't mean to say it like that, y'all, but it's the truth. I should have said, forget the future. When I get passionate, sometimes my words come out bad. But it's just my passion. Stephanie said, hey, girl. But that's the truth. Once you cross that 30, especially 35-year-old threshold, and God dropped something on you and told you to do it, and you don't do it, or even start walking in it because you're scared, you basically saying, God, I know you told me to do this, but because I'm scared, I'm not going to do it. Even though, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, he's supposed to be right there with you. He told you he was there. But you let fear hold you back from going to the next level instead of just trying it. You're going to fail. Then you just start over and try it better. Fail, try better. Fail, try better. But once you cross 35 years old and you come to me and are we talking, and you say, well, I ain't going to do that because I'm scared, I'm done with you. We might be talking, but best believe that conversation going in my head and out my ass. Because at some point, once you get grown and you know it's something that you want to do and you don't even do it or try, I'm done. Because it's like a waste of space. It's a waste of... But if you say, hey, I'm trying to do this and I'm taking these baby steps, because everything is done in baby steps, yeah, I'm opening up to you. But I get a lot of people, ooh, girl, I want to do that so bad, but I'm so scared. Fear is just fear. It didn't mean you weren't supposed to do it. And most of the time when it does make you nervous, that's exactly what you should be doing. If it doesn't make you nervous, you shouldn't be doing it. Because it's regular and you already done accomplished that or got past it. But if it makes you nervous, all you have some people, God told them what to do. But you say, no, God, I don't want to do that. I'm going to do this. So he told you, you should be baking cakes. And you know the people call you about baking cakes. But you say, nah, I don't want to do that. I'm going to make hats. Hats are easier to make. And it doesn't take as much work. And nobody calls me as much. You ain't going to never get to that next level making them damn hats when he told you to make cakes. He said, you make these cakes. You're awesome at it. I gave you this gift. But you say, no, Lord, I'm going to make hats. Now you wondering why your future generations, God say, I'm not going to let you get wealthy making hats. Because making hats is not what I told you to do. I told you to make cakes. So you're going to always have to depend on your job, depend on everything else, or just go without trying to make hats because you're going against exactly what he told you to do. He said, if you do this, your future generations will prosper off of it. Like I put a thing on Facebook that I saw on somebody else's page. It says, what it said? I put it like 2 or 3 days ago. Is your future, I think it was something, it's something in regards to, are your future generations going to suffer because you're scared? You can go back on my page. I believe it's like Tuesday or Monday or Tuesday or something like that. But it's basically saying, will your future generations suffer because you're scared? And believe me, y'all, in this occupation that I have, this business, I'm nervous about a lot of stuff every single day. I just have learned to work through the nervousness. It's stuff and I'm like, oh. But I have learned to work through the nervousness. I have learned to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. It's just a part of the game. It's just something that I have to do. You have to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. And that's another reason that I do like working out. Because when you work out, it's uncomfortable as heck. Very. But what it does for your insides, your heart, your blood pressure, how it makes you feel is a game. It's so the results are worth being uncomfortable. You know what I mean? It's just like, not like it is. Doing that workout, which is so uncomfortable. My heart's beating, I'm sweating everywhere, I'm out of breath. But the end game is so much worth it that I go back and make myself uncomfortable 3 to 4 times a week. Because the results, when I go in the mirror and I walk past and I ain't got no clothes and I'm like, ooh, and you can see the difference between you today than you a year ago. When you can see the difference in your stamina, just period, walking around the mall. When you know, okay, my blood pressure is good. So that being uncomfortable, I know, okay, my blood pressure better, less risk of diabetes, even my little stubby fingernails, nails always been stubby, but even my fingernails are growing, my hair growing like a weed, and right now I'm going through a stretch. So I have not actually had my hair retwisted since a week before I started this journey. I retwisted my locks. I had them done about a week before I went to Cancun. So about July 10th or so. And I said, okay, when I come back, I'm just going to keep washing them real good, keep them conditioned, and then I'm just going to go through a stretch. So right now, y'all don't see like no squares or nothing. See my edges, all of that. I have not had my locks redone, retwisted since then. I wash them really good and condition them really good. Pull them apart, put leave-in conditioner, and I replait them myself. But I know the end game is when I do get my hair done, I'm going to go and I'm going to get them done. I'm going to get them pruned really good. I'm going to get my ends clipped right. My edges done. I might get her to dye them jet black. Thank God y'all don't have any grays. I haven't dyed my hair since June of 2018. I might have been May. I think it was May of 2018. So no grays. But I like my locks to be jet black. And right now they're kind of a 1B. Because, you know, locks, they have exposure to the sun a lot. So they're more of a 1B. But when I get them done, I'm going to get them pruned, ends clipped, dyed jet black, pull them down. Like right now I have my ends all twisted up. And they're going to be beautiful. Beautiful. That's my end game. So right now, you have to go through that kind of stuff sometimes. Just like I'm letting my hair go through a stretch, I'm doing that on my own too. But I just want to go live for a minute. Say hello to everybody. Y'all, look at my baby. Dominique watching me. Aw. Those my daughters. I love my daughters more than I love myself. Even though I don't know what they think. But I'm sure they know how much their mama loved them. My daughters are Dominique and Monique, ages 26 and 27. Monique on here right now, I see her face. But I love my babies more than I love myself, and I love my grandbaby. So they are they are my biggest inspiration for doing what I have to do. Because I feel like if they see mama doing stuff, they're more apt to do things. If they see mama not bothered with that bull crap, they're more apt to not be bothered with that bull crap. And at the end of the day, I do what I do because of my daughters. If I want my babies to be mediocre, I need to show them mediocre, and I'll be mediocre. But I'm not mediocre, and I didn't make mediocre offsprings. So I'm going to show them, hey, Cent, I'm going to show them the best of me. Because I want them to do the best with their selves. I really do. And sometimes, if we sit back and think of life that way, we would really do more. What you do, your kids see. And if you want your kids doing exactly what you're doing, keep on doing it. But that's your self-evaluation. That's just something you have to evaluate. If you want your children to be exactly like you, do exactly what you're doing. And that's why I keep going to the next level, because I want my daughters to do like I do. And I want them to take what I do and grow and be even better than mama. And I want my grandbaby to be better than them. So if I'm not mediocre, I damn sure don't want them to be mediocre, and I won't ever show them mediocre. So really, my kids are the main reason for me doing every single thing that I do. I make myself uncomfortable because in the back of my mind, I'm like, if they never see me being active in uncomfortable situations, why would they? And we Watleys, we not mediocre people. That's just not in our blood. You can look around. Look up Watley on Facebook. There's a bunch of them out there, and a whole bunch of them are entrepreneurs. Even though my name Watley, but it's not on Facebook. But, like, I have cousins that do hair, Watleys that own dump truck companies. Anthony Watley, on his side of his dump truck, it says A. Watley Trucking. That's my cousin. Then you look at me, Nikita Watley, Dietrich Watley, Tracy Watley, Dion Watley. All of us do entrepreneurial things. Monique Watley Mull, she does. Even with that, like Dominique, she's out in Vermont, New York, doing her thing. My cousin Larissa Watley, she cooks like wonderful. Okay, girl, see? Exactly, that's right. You look at that. Larissa's daughter, Just Cat. That girl braids little kids' hair awesome. Doing her own thing. The Watleys are the joint. And like they always say, you better be the CEO of your last name. And you always are. You can have a bullcrap company or a bomb company. You decided, because you the CEO of your last name. Always think of it like that. You the CEO of your last name, so whatever company you build is all on you. You can build a great company, or you can build a bullcrap company. It's on you. It ain't on nobody else. I don't make no excuses for nobody. I don't make no excuses for myself. Sometimes I fail. Sometimes I don't. I always just look at it and say, okay, what did I learn? What did I learn? Like I was looking at a podcast, YouTube video of my favorite person on YouTube, Dr. Boyce Watkins. Look him up. I was looking at him today, and it's a situation that came around about my daughter Monique. No, I'm not going to tell nobody else's business, but I'm reading it. It says, money is power. When you take money from the wrong person, you give up your power. Never forget that. Money is power. When you take money from the wrong person, you give up your power. That's my lesson of the day. Sometimes somebody like, oh, I'll give you a couple dollars, you do this. But if it's the wrong person, you give up your power. Never. And I'm not just talking about, okay, you with some man you don't really want to be with, but you there because he got money. That's giving up your power. Number one, that really is. But in business, we have to remember that. Sometimes you cannot do business with everything, because sometimes somebody will pay you and you giving up your power. It's been jobs that I have turned down because I didn't feel right, and I knew if I took that money and I did that job, that person was going to put me through the ringer and a whole bunch of mess. So I'd just rather go without it. God, if I let me find another client to take its place. And every time he hasn't failed me yet. It hasn't been one client that I decided I will not do that God didn't replace him with another client. Remember that. It has not been one client that I was like, I don't feel comfortable. I just don't really want to do this person. And I'm so money hungry. And God didn't replace that client with somebody. I got clients every single day. I done had some that I just couldn't do business with. So remember that in your personal life and in your business. Money is power. When you take money from the wrong person, you give up your power. Me and my daughter Monique had this conversation today about something that was going on. And she was like, yep, exactly. I was like, exactly. When you take money from the wrong person, you give up your power. Don't do that. Think about this. Sometimes you have black colleges, black institutes, or whatever. A black business. Let's just say you base your black business on the foundation of you receiving loans and grants. When you do that, you give those people the right to go into your business and kind of tell you how to run it. Tell you what you can do, what you can't do. If you're being a little bit too black, they can threaten to pull your funding. So sometimes when you see things on TV and they might be like, okay, for instance, CNN is about to do a black anchor person channel, some kind of black thing about black news. CNN is owned by white people, so they can get black anchors to say they're discussing black information. But because it's owned by CNN, they not gonna give you the real. They gonna give you what CNN say they can give you. But best believe those anchors will be censored. So it's a lot of stuff out there that you will not know if you only watch them. Because it's owned by CNN, so they're censored. You never did something, they're like, oh, wait a minute, you're being a little too black. If somebody own you and they're your sponsor, they're the reason that you're out there on TV, on cable. And then you start getting a little too uncomfortable, you're getting out and doing it your own way, and they get a little uncomfortable, they'll snatch your black ass right back. That's another reason that I watch Dr. Boyce Watkins on TV, on YouTube. Look him up. He gives you the real news. Him and Dr. Claude Anderson give you the real black people situations. Uncensored. Because YouTube is for everybody. So they can't take it away. But Dr. Boyce Watkins would never have a show on CNN. He would never have a show on BET. Because those are owned by predominantly white companies, and they're not going to let you go but so far. They're not going to let you learn all the history that Dr. Claude Anderson can tell you. He can tell you some stuff about your history that will blow your mind. But people like him, you got to go find, because networks would never let them on their channels. And the network have every right to. They're a network. It's they building. If it's your business, you can do what the hell you want to do in it. I would. So if they own it, they should be able to say, hey, you going too far. Because it's theirs. We don't own nothing, so we can't say nothing. But don't you be in people's house, and they'll say, I remember Martin used to say, get out. He putting people out his house, but that was his house, so Mark can do whatever Martin wanted to. And don't you do whatever you want to do in your house? Same thing with a business. If it's your business, don't you do whatever you want to do in your business? So if somebody doing something that you don't like, you tell them to get to stepping. Like Martin, get to stepping. And that's what they do. It's their businesses. So they do what they want to do. They got every right to. I'm not fighting them. Like Tyler Perry said, stop fighting for a spot at their table and build your own table. We so busy fighting for a spot at the table and fighting and wondering why Trump's stupid as he is, instead of saying, let me get my own. It won't even matter how stupid Trump is if you get your own shit. But we get distracted so easy. Let me go over here. I just want to get a good job. I just want to get a raise. Why they won't make me manager at this job? You so busy fighting to try to be a manager when you got all the skills it take to be a manager, meaning you got all the skills it take to have a business exactly like that. But you won't do that because now you got to take the blame off of them, and you got to put everything that company is going to be on you. And you're too scared to take that kind of responsibility. You sit up in God's church every day, hooping and hollering on how God got your back. But you won't step out and take full responsibility and get your own damn business. Figure out a way that somebody can pay you to do what you already know how to do. Because that's what they're doing at a job. They're paying you to do what you already know how to do. So now if you go out and do your own business, full-time or part-time, you getting paid to do what you already know how to do. Think about it. And because the government is built off, the tax laws and everything are built in favor of businesses, you get all these tax breaks. Like they say, the middle class pays for the poor. They do. When you get your check, you make your money, they take the taxes, then you spend your money. The taxes that they take out pay for food stamps, all these programs, all this stuff. And then at the end of the year, you hooping and hollering about this refund, which is them, they basically took more money out than they should have. They're just giving you your money back without interest. So they're pimping your black asses. They took more money out than they should have, and they're giving you back what they owe you with no interest. And you feel like you doing the damn thing. I did. Oh, I got a $4,000 refund. When what I could have did if I was financially savvy back then, I could have kept my same money, put it in an interest-bearing account, and made money off of it all year long. Versus letting them take too much of my money and then giving me back what they owe me and not giving me a dime of interest. That's how a lot of us think. That's how I did. Believe me. But that would cause me to have to be financially savvy and be responsible enough to every pay period take out more and put it into an interest-bearing account. Now it falls back on me, the responsibility. Often we don't want the responsibility. We'll take the responsibility of having babies and having a husband and doing all this stuff like that. But we won't take responsibility for our financial health. if we can handle babies and a husband and paying all these bills, we can handle our financial health. But back to what I was saying. The middle class pays for the poor. You make your money, they take your money, they take the taxes, then they give you what's left. Then you even let them take more than they should because you want a tax refund. But the wealthy make their money, spend their money, and then at tax time they have all these tax shelters so that they don't even have to pay taxes on it. That's why your president wouldn't turn over his tax returns. Because a person making $50,000 probably paid more in taxes than he did. And legally he doesn't have to. You ain't got to show your tax return to nobody unless you got a loan or something else going on. So he made his money, he spent his money, and he figured out a way not to pay taxes on it. So he didn't pay for the poor. He let the middle class people do that. Like, that's for people who not financially savvy. I'm savvy, so I ain't paying for shit. Let them down there that ain't that savvy pay for it, and they'll always stay middle class, and I'll always be wealthy, and I'll never pay for anything, and they will. It's arrogant, and he an asshole, but at the end of the day, he is right. He's doing nothing wrong. Sure, it upsets your emotions, but when you take your emotions out of it and use your brain, that man ain't doing nothing wrong. He ain't doing nothing that none of us couldn't do at some point. And if we just learn how to do it, maybe I won't be able to do it on the level that he is, but maybe my granddaughter will be on that level if I started today. Or I can set her up to never even learn that that level exists and let her just stay not financially savvy, unsavvy. Or I could decide to teach her so that she could be savvy. It's up to us. If we need to learn it so we can teach it to them. That's just honest to God, real talk. And learning that you're not going to be able to, a lot of times we'll get off work and we just want to go home and sit and watch Greenleaf. We just want to go sit home, have a drink, and call it a day. But doing that, you're not going to be able to do that because you got to work, and you got to work to make your money, and you got to work and learn. So at night, when most people go home and sit down and do nothing, you got to decide. You got to make the decision. Hey, I'm going to sacrifice, and I'm going to sit up here and I'm going to read this book and I'm going to learn it. But you got people 35 and over that won't even do that, and then they wonder why their kids won't do it. You don't read no damn books, so why you think your 10th grader want to come home and read a book? He or she ain't never seen you read shit, so what you teaching them? They want to come home and do just what mom and dad are doing, nothing. Watch TV and eat. Take a bath, go to bed. So if they don't see you learning and taking the time to do extras, why would they? That's just common sense. Why would they? If they don't see you learning, they don't see you sacrificing, they don't see you going to the gym or going walking or saying, hey, let's eat a little better. Let's bake the chicken instead of frying the chicken. If they don't see you doing it, why would they? The home is the first place you learn. If you want, some bad habits, if you got bad habits you ain't willing to change and your children not important enough for it, then keep doing what you're doing. I'm sitting on that one right there. If you have habits that you're not willing to change, and you want your kids to do them, keep doing what you're doing, and just feed that generational curse down. That's what I call it. It's not a wealth. Generational curse. A lot of us done been on generational curses. We pass them right on down to our kids. We got them from our parents. We got them from their parents, and then we pass all that generational curses right on down. Well, my mom had diabetes. Oh, okay. My mom had diabetes, so I got diabetes. So at what point is somebody gonna say, "Hey, We need to eat better and exercise. I ain't trying to be, Flo Joe around here like I'm running track and all this health fitness junkie. But I do want to be healthy. Like I said, I'm not trying to be a gym head. But I'm not trying to be, on my 600-pound life either. What I say, I may not be damn Serena Williams, but I ain't, on my 600-pound life either. Oh, y'all cracks myself up. Oh, Lord. But anyway, I just went live for a minute, had to talk. I think I had something else to say, but I can't remember what it was. I wrote down some stuff, but oh well. As soon as I get off live, I was like, oh, dang, that's what I wanted to say. But oh well. You all, me, and on Facebook, she's Lovely K. Daniels. We are going to start working on a women's entrepreneurial society. We're going to start working on that. Just a group where we can sit around and talk. Because many times I have so much going on and I don't have nobody to talk to. And the only people who would really even know are people who are in my same position. And because they got so much going on, they don't have time to talk. So we're really thinking about making a women's entrepreneurial society for women who full-time and part-time entrepreneurship, where we can come together as one and we can talk, we can help each other, we can share business secrets and not make them secrets. And I'm talking about, your CPA, your business banking, who you run credit cards through, the amount that you pay versus the amount that I pay. Because I might can switch over and start paying less, which if I pay less, that means I have more revenue coming in. Just helping each other with things like that. Finding a building, what supplies you use, who, what business cell phone, what cell phone company has the best rates for businesses, stuff like that. If we help each other, we can take over, and that's really what we want to do. I'm not in this game just to be in the game. I'm in this game to win, baby. To freaking win. I didn't come to have a business just to say I got a business. We have a lot of business out there who are there just to say they got a business. Popeye's Chicken, they knew they was subpar. They came out with that dang on chicken sandwich and with the advertisers that sucked y'all black asses in, and now they at the top of their revenues. All of our black money. They came to win. And they knew that winning with y'all and us was going to be easy as hell. Stick a black person on the commercial, even though we know that ain't no black person on that damn chicken, and ain't no black lady back there and that's her damn recipe. It's Canadian company that own them damn chicken. Yeah, you got black franchises, but at the end of the day, Popeye's Chicken is his own thing, and then they just franchisee it out. But they was in it to win. And they knocked KFC and churches out the box for a while, making their revenue so high. And I don't knock them, baby. I knock us for being, to just falling into the trap. But I don't knock their business hustle. It's about making money, and that's what they did. They needed to make some extra money because Chick-fil-A taking over. So they did what they did, and they increased their revenues so much off of these black dollars. Most Popeye's chickens are in neighborhoods that are in poverty. But yet, you are never closed down, and they sustain. Their business is bumping in neighborhoods where they constantly doing back to school drives, trying to get money for the kids to do this and kids to do that. You can't get money for the kids to have books and do all this extra stuff, but the parents can definitely keep a chicken joint in the neighborhood open. How is that? You can have a Popeye's Chicken and across the street you have free school supply giveaways. Because it seems like people will spend money on chicken and not get school supplies. Spend money on chicken, spend money on Jordans, and not be able to afford their kids' school supplies. It just seems like black people have a problem of they'll buy what they want and beg for what they need. And that's something that we will do. Because we know they're not going to let us starve. So we'll buy what we want and we'll beg for what we need. Versus the other way around, how I had to do it. I bought what I needed. And if I couldn't, I just went without a lot of things I wanted. Like right now, I could go buy some stuff, but it ain't what I need. And I got other stuff that I need. I could be driving my Jeep that I really want. I could have, my hair could be done to a T right now. I could go right now and call my hairdresser up, my stylist, say, Gigi, and make an appointment. I have a lot of stuff that I could do right this minute. But I have a lot of other things that are priorities. Like right now, I'm going to show y'all this. This is my board. I keep a whiteboard in my room, in my office. I have so much to do that I have to write steps down that I've accomplished to do these things right here. Like, okay, my notary. I need to finish the class. My sister Tracy got to finish my resume. I need to get this particular shirt, and I need to get a laser printer. My JSEP certification. I need to get some paperwork from my CPA. My paperwork needs to be done. And I need to turn it in to Miss Thompson on the 27th. Kitty Talk. I have someone, Terry Noville. He gave me his card. I want to talk to him about his software and equipment. My vehicles. Right now. See, this is written down here. Vehicle. I need 3 oil changes. I got a guy that's going to change them. $15 each. The gold van needs some brakes. The pink van needs some back tires. The pink van has a power steering leak, so that price is to be determined. The white van has a transmission leak. That price is to be determined. So I have to write down my life in steps. This is what I was just reading. Money is power. When you take money from the wrong person, you give up your power. Just all of this stuff. Paywall, QuickBooks setup, get the clients, office setup, a laser printer for the lawn. We have a pressure washing price list that we have, but it needs to be updated. We need to make a lawn care flyer, and the general liability is due on September 15th. And I need to check on his BP fleet gas card. Just all of this stuff that I have to write down in steps. Just because it's so much to do that I just literally have a lot to do. Like right now, instead of being on Facebook Live, I should be finishing up that class. But it's 4:39. And I'll be going to the gym in a little bit. So it's something else on that list that I'm going to do instead. But it's just, I have a lot. So I have to write my life down in steps. And that's just on this board. I have a whole to-do list inside my phone. But my thing is, if you don't have a to-do list, and you don't have stuff written down like you need to get done, you ain't doing enough. You're not progressing. If you can wholeheartedly get off work and sit home and be like, oh, I ain't got nothing to do, you're not progressing. Even I was listening to Jay Morrison the other day on my way to class Tuesday. He was saying, and this man is a millionaire, multi-millionaire. He was saying, right now, I'm not satisfied with my life. I got extra other things that I want to do. So if this man says that he has other things that he want to do and he got the money, that let me know I need to stay on top of my shit. And if I ever find myself with this board and nothing on there, I ain't doing enough. Something ain't right. It ain't. Something say, Kitty, you need to get on your stuff. You done got comfortable with being comfortable. You know, that's another thing too. We'll get comfortable with being comfortable. It's alright. I like being comfortable. Just sitting there. Comfortable. You ain't growing. You just damn comfortable. But anyway, y'all, I'm going to get off this Facebook Live because I really need to make a few phone calls before I go. And somebody inboxed me too about setting an appointment, and they gave me their address. So I need to get that done. Get that on the list. So I will see you all later. Here's my kitty. This is my kitty custom cleaning shirt. Here is my kitty talk. Even though it's backwards, because you're looking at it backwards. Let me give you one more chance to look at this. Remember, kitty talk. Freedom, entrepreneurship, and leaving a legacy for your family. And I always want you all to notice this. Whenever you hear the word kitty, see the word kitty. Think of me. Whenever you hear somebody say, hey, I need some cleaning, I need some painting, I need my yard cut, think of kitties. I want to be the first name you think of when it comes to cleaning, lawns, pressure washing. Think of us. That's one reason I walk around with these shirts on all the time. Because when you think of something, when you think of cleaning and pressure washing and painting, lawns, I want you to think of kitties. Just like if I said hamburgers, the first thing comes to my mind is McDonald's. And when it comes to your branding and your business, you want to be the first name that somebody thinks of when someone else mentions whatever your business is. If somebody says, hey, cakes, you want to be the first one. Basketballs, you want to be Spalding. Remember Spalding? Or them Spalding basketballs? Look what I just thought of that. Basketball. When somebody say basketball brand, first thing comes to my mind is Spalding. You want to be the first thing that comes to people's mind, and it's up to you to do it. Nobody else is going to do it for you. Don't wait on nobody to handle your business for you. Don't wait on nobody to rescue your ass. Do it. If it's important to you, you will get it done. At the end of the day, what I'm saying is, everything you accomplish and don't accomplish, it's all on you. And if you make excuses that it's on somebody else, that's on you too, because you're an excuse maker. You decide where you're going to be in life. And you may not even get there. It may be your kids, your children's children, your grandkids. It may be for them. But somebody had to start somewhere. And just be that change agent that you want. If you want change in your life, whether you want to lose 20 pounds, start a business, just anything, grow your hair out, grow some locks. I have people telling me, ooh, I want to grow some locks. Shit, just start growing them. That's what I did. I didn't just say, hey, I want to grow locks, and then just didn't start growing locks. I had to say, hey, I want to grow locks, and I had to go there and get somebody to start twisting them up. I want to lose 20 pounds, kitty, but I don't want to do no work. Well, maybe go and get it sucked out you. That might work for a little while. I'm going to eventually come back, but hey, it's off of there. Your heart ain't going to be no better behind it, but if you want to do it that way, do it. Anyway, in the Kitty Talk Tuesday. No, I said Kitty Talk Tuesday. Look, Mom. Bye. Kitty Talk. Done for the day. I think I may go live today at class because it's weight toning. I'm trying to tone up these arms. Just get my body together. Be a good for next month. I'll be 45. Like my daughter knows me. I'm like, hey, they ain't ready. So be a great, awesome 45. And I want you all to make the rest of your day the best of your day, and make the rest of your life the best of your life. It's all on you.